Well, welcome back to the channel. This is day 3 of this weekend build, and we've got this part on. We're going to start doing some of the trim pieces. I think one of the things that I've thought about, the difference between the two. So this one here, I'm going to do probably a 2-strip walnut and then a centerline walnut, and then I'll spread the colors out from there. The other one, the other boat, will do the opposite. So it'll be the light color, which could be a poplar, I'm not sure what that is, and then centerline, and then the colors off from there. But I think I'm just about ready to get going on this. I've got everything all covered up. I did go out and I bought some staples. I do want to check about that, and then I've also got a little cheapy pneumatic gun that I purchased a while back just because I needed to do some upholstery. So I'm going to take that in consideration and deal with that. And I've got a little air compressor, so I won't have it running the whole time because it doesn't use that much. But I am going to take and do probably the very first with staples. I'm going to try to stay away from staples as much as possible, but you're supposed to go 1/8 to I think about 1/4 of an inch overhang. So I'll do that and get that all taken care of. But I think I've got this kind of coping here taken care of pretty well. And I'll just start laying strips. Okay, now that I've cut those coves off, so what that'll end up being, we'll have to get a couple pieces that we know that will fit snug. I see some little areas here that we'll actually take and kind of not match those, but I want to again try to establish this center line here. And I actually think what we'll do is I'm going to get this cut. I'll let it overhang down here at the other end. Find the center line. We'll glue one side to one part of the center line, and then I'll staple those both together. Okay. So there's a couple ways that I think that we could probably do a center line on here is an actual measurement, but the other thing that I want to do is, boats aren't always true. At least that's what I'm finding out right now. So what I want to do is kind of establish what I kind of think this center line is, and just kind of then work towards that. Now I could drop a string, and that may be even the best thing, but to kind of give me that center line. Now, I know what would have been the best thing to do, because it said it in the directions, that you do the center line without having tape, or having the plastic on. Oh well. And I actually think what I'm going to do is, since we'll look at this center line from both front and rear, that's how we'll establish it. because that plastic is there, that plastic can easily move. So we're going to take and get this established pretty quick. That's why it's best to do this without the plastic. So nothing to glue to yet, but let's see if we can get established. Good deal. So the thing is I haven't driven that down that deep. So that's going to be easier to pull up. Okay, we've established the center line on the front, and that's looking really good. We'll do a lot of sanding on that. Now let's go to the back of the boat, and let's see what the stern, the bow and the stern. I don't know any of these terms, so bear with me. We'll get there. Well, I should have thought that out just a tad bit more. So actually, I only needed 3 of the cones cut off because the last 2 pieces on the stern was, I need to look at that, stern or the bow, I think it's the bow, it came out of 1 piece. So if you're doing your own, be careful, not be careful, but you only need 3 pieces, not 2, or not 4. Okay, for those of you who really want to know, so I took the time to kind of come in here and take a look at this. So we do have a walnut, and then we have a western red cedar, and then the lighter is an Alaskan yellow cedar. So those are going to be the 3 colors of the boat, and then of course the plywood is Okomi plywood. So I'll get these right. So walnut, western cedar, and then Alaskan yellow cedar. We'll get her there.